So I'm going to tell you how I make coffee in my camper van. I have a pretty unique process, and it's changed over time. Originally it started out as a French press with a hand-powered coffee grinder. Um, then after 2 months I decided to ditch that to conserve more water, and I went to a electric water kettle system. Let me show you. So this thing right here plugs into a 12 volt cigarette style socket, cigarette lighter style socket, and then I use crystallized coffee, which yeah, I know it's not the best tasting, but if you mix the right amount, I mean, it actually is not that bad. Then I use little mini moo, little packets. Let me see if I can pull one of these out of here. There you go. And I use these because they don't expire in a short time like milk or cream does. And they're cheap. It's like $3 for like a packet of 24 of these, and I'll go through like a box of those in maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks. And then I got some Walmart crystallized sugar because I'm a cheap bastard. And there you have it. I mean, it's a cup of coffee, and not using any alcohol on the stove. I don't have to wash anything because all you have to do is just fill this up with, let's see how much water here. About a cup and a quarter. Cup and a third? More like a cup and a third. 1 cup and a third of water. And then that gives you this much of a mug. See? So, you know, it's a nice little cup of coffee. Not consuming any resources. And all I have to do is in the morning just plug that thing in and get my stuff ready, pour it in the cup, and there you have it. I don't ever have to wash this because I'm only boiling water in it. So the only thing that I'm washing here is the cup. I used to use a French press and a coffee grinder, and then I also looked into a coffee drip system, but ultimately I went with this system because it uses less water. With the other systems you have to do more cleaning, you know, or at least pump, reverse flow the water through the French press, and the coffee drip cup has to be washed, and you also have to buy filters. So yeah, I went with this system. The only con really is the fact that you're using crystallized coffee, and it's, you know, no matter how good the crystallized coffee is, and I got this fancier kind here, it still tastes like crystallized coffee. But it's, if you don't overdo it, if you actually use the recommended amounts that they tell you, it actually doesn't taste that bad. It tastes pretty close. And sometimes I also mix hot chocolate and get some interesting concoctions that way, using crystallized coffee and hot chocolate powder. So yeah, that's that. And it's a pretty efficient system. So Now you know.